are you, Willis? You know I can't see you in the dark. What are you doing in Chicago?
Sightseeing?
In the dead of winter?
I never said I was bright.
You can say that again. I carried you through Boston College.
Oh, sure you did. You, want to shoot a little horse?
This was never your game.
It doesn't look like it's yours anymore either.
You still like being a high school principal?
It beats digging coal. You still like being a pro ball player?
Beats being a high school principal.
Play anymore or just sit on the bench reading the paper?
It's a knee. I'm slowly working my way back in the lineup.
Sure. You ought to be back around your 40th birthday.
Why don't you hop on this?
You want to move to L.A.?
Why?
You're never going to be a superstar. It doesn't look like you're even going to make the starting lineup anymore either.
There's one thing I always liked about you. You always know how to make a person feel worse.
You want to be stroked, go to a massage parlor. Carver High needs a basketball coach. And being as you're over the hill, I thought maybe you'd like to use your teaching certificate for something other than a wall hanging.
What makes you think I'd be any good as a basketball coach?
Desperation.
No one will take the job.
I need a tough, honest coach who knows how basketball is played.
I don't even know what a high school coach does.
He coaches.
That's it?
More or less.
It's the more I'm worried about.
Well, look on the bright side. You'll be on probation. And if you're lousy at it, I'll fire you.
You really know how to make a job sound appetizing.
It settled then?
How much does it pay?
Less.
Less than what?
Less than you can live on.
That makes it irresistible.
Okay, let's move it, ladies.
You guys waiting for a bus? Come on, I haven't got all day. Let's go. Come on, now, on your feet.
Looks like we got ourselves a new coach.
That's right. All right, you guys, I want you to divide
Say,
yourselves
man,
in...
keep the volume down.
What's your name?
Hayward.
Mine's Reeves. You remember mine, because I'm going to remember yours.
You remember mine, cause I don't remember yours.
From what I hear, you guys need a basketball coach real bad.
We don't call it basketball here. We call it round ball.
What's your name?
Thorpe. Mars.
Which comes first?
Mars. But I don't answer by that.
All right, divide yourselves into two teams. Let me see how you play.
Hey, is this an audition?
Yeah.
You ought to be in pictures. You ought to see. You ought to be in pictures.
What's your name?
Salami.
What's your name?
Curtis Jackson.
What do you think, this is a street corner? Go in for somebody.
Hey, look, man, I don't want to practice. Might get stale.
You guys are pathetic. What do you mean by that?
Beats me. Didn't that guy used to play in the pros?
Oh, yeah. Now he's coaching in our garbage can. What do you think?
Let's see, Jackson.
Curtis Jackson. He's only been thrown out of school 3 different times.
What for?
Possession of narcotics and fighting. He won both fights, by the way.
I love hostile kids. How about Coolidge?
Warren Coolidge. No academic skills demonstrated. He's got a 3rd grade reading level. He once got angry and tossed a desk through the window. He was suspended and reinstated with the promise that he would show more respect to school furniture.
I get the feeling this is going to be more like coaching a prison team.
Sybil, I don't think you've met our vice principal, Sybil Buchanan. Ken Reeves, new basketball coach.
How do you do?
Nice to meet you.
Jim was just giving me a little background on some of the players.
And you didn't run out of your screaming. You're either masochistic or dumb.
Dumb. What about the guards? How about Thorpe?
Morris Thorpe, hyperkinetic, undisciplined, disruptive in the classroom, and relates poorly to all figures of authority.
It's always the little ones. Oh, yeah, and Hayward.
Oh, you'll like him.
Huh?
17 arrests for extortion, no convictions. He knows more about the juvenile justice system than anyone in the legislature. He has an IQ somewhere in the stratosphere and a grade average of 66, I believe.
What's he still doing in school?
He's only 15.
We can't throw them out permanently till they're 16.
Look on the bright side. You have Abner Goldstein.
Goldstein?
Goldstein. He lives with his grandparents.
That sounds encouraging.
He's showing signs of becoming the next babyface Nelson.
Look, haven't you got any rhythm and blues singers? Kids that support their families. You know, something from an early Warner Brothers movie.
No, but we do have Melton Reese. He's a real cutie. He once blew up the boys' room by dropping fireworks in the plumbing.
Oh.
He has a real aptitude for demolition.
I'm not even going to ask what happened to your last basketball coach.
Good.
Did I mention Salami?
He's my favorite. His name's Mario Petrino.
What's his story?
He has an inferiority complex because he's not black.
Terrific.
Coaching at a ghetto high school? What kind of a job is that?
Steady.
You don't think you're making a mistake?
Probably. Won't be my first.
Then why?
I love the game. I forgot how much when I was playing for money. I get high from it.
Kenny, you could get an announcing job. Now, that's big money. Get high on the weekend playing in half-court games.
It's not the same. I know I can't make you understand. It's something I have to do.
Okay.
You know, between college and the pros, I've been on road trips for the last 15 years. I don't know if my metabolism can take not getting on and off a plane every other day.
So you're finally gonna stay put.
Yeah.
Ran into Barbara Mallory. I think she'd be just perfect.
Oh, no, you don't. Don't confuse stay put with settle down. Now you're in for it.
I resent that.
And I haven't said a thing to Dad, so don't you.
Don't worry.
Wait a minute. What are you going to tell him?
The truth. I'm going into the Peace Corps.
The cat looked at you and smacked you upside your head.
Try knock it off. You're 30 points down, you're griping about a fist fight.
Oh, man, there ain't a team in this state we can't take.
Thorpe, there isn't a girls' basketball team in this state you can beat. You're a hob. The rest of you play defense like it's Easter Sunday and you don't want to get your velvets wrinkled.
Why don't you just lighten up, man? We're depressed enough as it is.
I don't want to hear man again.
Yeah, right. Whatever you say, man. What's wrong with you? Don't be grabbing me, man.
Next time, you go right through that locker.
Who ever heard of a meeting at 7:45 in the morning? The concept of education. Get a jump on the day, maybe you get a jump on the mind. Swell. Good morning, Sybil.
Morning. Looks like your players aren't aware you're their new coach. Didn't you lose by 47 points the other day?
That's a cheap shot.
You're off to a good start this morning, Sybil. Is there something amiss?
Obviously.
To fill you in, because you're new here, my function as vice principal is discipline, to make sure, hopefully, that everything runs smoothly so that everyone can benefit from the educational experience.
You reciting from a handbook, or is that off the top of your head?
If 1 out of 10 of your basketball players goes on to college with an athletic scholarship, everybody's going to think, what a terrific job you did. But I'm responsible for the other 9. What happens to them?
I don't know.
Well, I'm going to tell you. Some will get in deep trouble with the law. Some will get lousy, low-paying jobs, and some will be forever cheated, having not taken advantage of what they might have learned in school.
I was hired as a basketball coach. I'm not a guidance counselor and social worker.
That's right, but I am. I have a PhD in child psychology.
Can we slow it down a bit?
I'm sorry, but I get very resentful when someone walks in here and acts independently of everything that's going on.
You want to get to the punchline?
You took it upon yourself to physically abuse one of the boys on the basketball team.
I don't believe that.
Isn't that true?
You mean when I grabbed Hayward?
You did what?
He was out of line. I straightened him out.
Then you'll be happy to know he quit school.
What?
When did this happen?
Yesterday afternoon.
He told you that's why he's quitting school?
Of course not. No one ever justifies their actions. He just blew away in the wind.
Look, I may not know a damn thing about education, but that kid didn't quit school because I grabbed him.
The facts seem otherwise.
I'm not condoning what he did, but it's something we both wanted to do 100 times.
I lost my temper. I'm sorry. But it's damn frustrating to sit on the bench and watch a bunch of ball players with ability just throw it away.
Ken, there isn't a teacher in this school who hasn't felt that same frustration.
Their failure isn't publicly demonstrated by a 47-point beating.
I'm sorry about the dig.
Forget it.
I'll give you a piece of advice. Don't come charging in here like the White Knight. You're not going to solve all the problems in 20 minutes.
I'll try and remember that. If you need me, I'll be down at the gym.
You're making a big mistake.
Maybe.
He's cocky, sarcastic, and he doesn't know a damn thing about education.
You're right on all 3 counts.
Then why did you hire him?
He's the right man for the job.
Coolidge, you are the biggest crybaby I've ever seen.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? I'm talking about a conversation I had at 8 o'clock this morning with the vice principal who overheard I grabbed Hayward in the locker room.
Well, I didn't say nothing. I swear it.
Well, somebody did. Now look, from now on, whatever happens or is said in the locker room stays in the locker room. And that goes both ways. You got it?
Did you get fired?
Sorry to disappoint you. Coolidge, escort Morris to the end of the court.
What you got in mind, Coach?
You 2 against me. First team to get 10 buckets wins.
Oh, man, you must be kidding.
You know, if you can play basketball as well as you can flap your gums, someday, just someday, you might be a ball player.
Someday. You know what your problem is, Coach? You can't recognize talent when it stares you in the face.
I guess that's because I have to look so far down to see it.
You know what you're looking at? 5'7" and ready for a growth spurt. I don't think that's so funny.
Take it out.
All right, let's go. Take it out.
Our ball, right?
Every ball's a check. Oh, that's it.
Okay.
Oh, man, wait a minute.
That's one.
Defense, man, I can't do everything.
Come on, baby, come on.
You get tired, you get tired.
Come on, man, what's the matter with you, man? Get over there, cut him off, man. Come on, get low, get low. Get the man on. Oh, come on.
Give me this, baby. That's 10 and game.
Told you the guy played in the pros.
Well, what the hell's he doing here then?
Major surgery. You're the sickest bunch of ball players I've ever seen. Hopefully, when I'm through with you, you won't be.
Hey, Coolidge, he dumped on you pretty good.
Get off me, Gomez.
This guy ain't no bimbo.
Yeah, well, let's not get carried away.
Hi. Is this where James Hayward lives?
Make it short and sweet. I ain't got no time.
Find some.
What do you want?
I wanted to see how the other half lives.
All right, you have. Bye.
Come on, what's the story?
The story. The story, man, is that I'm finished with you, I'm finished with basketball, and I'm finished with school.
You got something to drink? Slums make me thirsty.
You're funny. What do you want to drink, anyway?
Water.
What's wrong? You think we too poor to have beer or soda?
No, actually, I was in the mood for water, but if I've offended you, I'll have a beer. You talk too much. What happened to the beer?
I don't want to waste it on you. Jackie, what are you doing? I told you not to play with the electric socket, okay?
It's your brother?
Yeah, it's one of them.
Can he move to the hoop?
I told you I was busy, all right? I don't have time for you
All
to
right,
ask me
you
about...
quit school because I shook you in the locker room?
No, that ain't the reason.
No? Then why you quit?
That's my business.
I hurt your feelings?
Look, I told you, don't have nothing to do with you, okay?
If you got a problem, maybe I can help.
Oh, how can you help me? I don't need your help anyway.
In that case, there's no reason why you can't tell me.
Jackie, come here. Look, I want you to go outside and play with the dog, okay? You stay in the backyard, you stay inside the fence, all right? I gotta make some money.
Where are your parents?
My daddy's dead, my mom is in the hospital.
I'm sorry. Is it serious?
I don't know. They run a lot of tests.
What are they looking for?
Look, I said I don't know. Something's wrong with her stomach or something.
What hospital is she in?
Queen of Angels.
Optimistic name for a hospital. Got a basket to go with the ball?
Yeah, it's in the back.
Do me a favor, will you?
What?
Don't quit school for a couple of days. Maybe I can come up with something.
You're like what?
Well, let me figure that out.
I'll think about it.
Want to play a little one-on-one?
You any good?
For an old man?
I'll bet.
How much?
What?
You said you bet. You got any money?
Yeah, I got a little stashed.
I'm holding 42. $10 a game too steep for you?
I'm used to playing for bigger. But if that's all you got, okay.
Take it out.
You the visiting team, you take it out. First one to get 5 buckets wins.
Why eat a turkey?
Oh, no.
That's 4 games at $10 a game.
How come you don't play like that when you play for Carver High?
Ain't no money at stake.
You got some chip on your shoulder.
Hey, if it bothers you, why don't you just get out of my life?
You got it.
Please report to pediatrics.
Thank you. Excuse me, Mrs. Hayward?
Oh, not another shot.
I'm not a doctor. I'm Ken Reeves, Carver High's new basketball coach. You feel well enough to talk?
Sure.
I brought you a present.
Oh, that was so sweet of you. You really didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Oh, what's this?
It's a book that lists all the colleges and universities in the United States. Of course, there's a study, degrees offered, and so on.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
I really bought it for James. He's quitting school, so he'll never go to college.
I can't afford college.
Mrs. Hayward, anybody can afford college. James is smart. There are all kinds of scholarships, financial aid programs. There's no reason why he can't go. But he can't quit school. You gotta make him stay.
Look, I don't want him to quit school. I just need someone to stay home with my little boy while I'm in the hospital.
My sister loves kids. I'm sure she could take excellent care of Jackie.
Oh.
Really, he could stay with her during the day. And when school was over and your kids were home, she could send them back.
Oh, I couldn't ask you to...
Come on, don't be silly. She'd love it. You'd be doing her a favor.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Will you listen to me?
I'm listening.
Hayward didn't quit school because I grabbed him. He quit school because his mother's sick. He's got to watch his brother and get a job.
I see.
What's the matter with you? Last time I talked to you, you were waving a flag filled with compassion. Now you're sitting here acting like you couldn't care less.
I've seen it all before.
Oh?
He quit school because you grabbed him. His mother's about as sick as I am.
She's lying in Queen of Angels Hospital where I just left her. Now we're even.
I didn't know we were keeping score.
I need your help.
What can I do for you?
We got to get Hayward a job.
I thought you said you weren't a social worker.
I'm not. I'm protecting my interest. If he quits school for good, I'm out of luck. He's the best ball player I've got.
Coolidge is.
Well,
They're getting to you.
can you help me get him a job or not?
I'm not running an employment agency, but I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Remember, no more hitting the children.
Never. I kick him now.
What am I supposed to do with a 4-year-old boy, an 800-pound dog, and a big angry teenager?
The big angry one goes with me. You feed the other two.
This isn't funny.
There's nothing to it. You wanted a family? You got a family.
When Bill and I are ready to have a family, we'll have a family. We've decided not to have a family yet.
Think of this as a practice.
You can't do this. Let him stay at your apartment.
I'm at school all day. That's why he's not staying at home with his brother.
What am I going to tell Bill?
You could call him and tell him to bring home a case of dog food. That ought to whet his curiosity.
Is the dog, trained?
Absolutely. He only bites white people.
I mean, is he housebroken?
They both are.
Look, everything's gonna work out fine.
Hey, can I get something to drink? Middle class suburbia makes me thirsty.
Sure.
If you'd rather have milk or juice.
Why waste it on him?
Actually, I like a beer.
Oh, my God, Kenny.
We gotta be going. Let's go.
Yeah, right. Listen, Jackie, I had to go, okay? I'm gonna go to school. You're gonna spend the day with this lady right here. And I'll come back and get you later. Okay, so you be good, and don't let Rufus sit on the lady's furniture.
Okay.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Do you have a TV?
Yes, in the den.
What's a den?
All right, I want to go with the shell drill again. This time I want to see 3 things. On a guard-to-guard pass, I want a fast exchange. Don't worry about the pick. Just make the exchange fast. When you pass to the wing, fake to the baseline before you cut through. 3rd thing, on defense, hands up. Your hands below your shoulders.
You're wrong. Blue ball out. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, find your spots. That's right. Make it cut. Go. Put out. Nice. Go.
Coolidge, come here. Coolidge, the object of the game of basketball is to put the ball through the hoop.
Yeah, I know that.
You see Coolidge's ball go through the hoop? You? See, nobody saw the ball go through the hoop because it didn't go through the hoop.
I'm sorry, I can't go through the hoop every time.
That's right. That's why we passed the ball and set up different plays so that the shot taken has the best chance of going in. All right?
All right.
All right. I want to see you up and down the court now. 5-1-5. I want to see you use that drill. Salami and go-go, you're in. All right, let's go. Thorpe, don't hold the ball so long. Coolidge, cut through now. Replace on the weak side. With speed, Coolidge, with speed.
I'm going as fast as I can.
I set your shorts on fire. You move a lot faster.
Hey!
Beautiful. Nice. Take that. We got hands up on D. Hey, Coach. Yeah. You want to go in? You want to go in? Yeah. The hat of the shades. In for Salami. All right, balance off. Right, keep your balance.
Mr. Reeves,
Yeah, what's up?
have you got a minute?
Yeah, sure.
I went way out on a limb and got Hayward a job interview at a neighborhood supermarket.
Oh, terrific. Watch Coolidge drive
That's
to the
not everything. I just talked with Mrs. Lawrence. Coolidge and Thorpe are failing in English. They're now suspended from the team.
Give and go. The back door's wide open. They're just beginning to gel.
Are you listening?
They're beautiful. Sure, I haven't missed a beat. Now move it. Where is she?
Room 307.
20 laps. Half of them backwards. The whole school's grades aren't satisfactory.
We have to start somewhere.
We'll start in a band, not in a basketball team.
If the grades improve, they'll be able to play next quarter.
Next quarter's a baseball season. What's the matter with you? Why take away the one thing that makes school bearable for these kids?
I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Well, you can bend the rules. Coolidge and Thorpe don't want to be poets.
They can barely read.
You can't blame that on them. That's your fault.
I used to teach English at Santa Monica High School. Here, these students struggle to get through a 6th grade primer.
A teacher's job is to teach. You're here because you want to be.
I'm here because of busing.
I should have guessed.
What is that supposed to mean?
You feel you're being punished, so you're going to punish the students.
That is not so!
We can't afford to lose Thorpe and Coolidge. Come on.
All right. I'll talk to her.
I really appreciate it.
You know, since you've been here, you've manhandled one student, 2 others are failing in their subjects, and the sale of tranquilizers has gone up in the neighborhood.
Want to give me a raise?
You ever hear from Vinny Santori?
Yeah. I already got a job at some heavy machinery manufacturer in the Middle East.
And Dugan, who cheated in class, guess what he's doing now?
1 to 5 for car theft.
He's a priest.
You putting me on.
No! I think he went into it to beat the taxes. How do you think we're doing the game today?
Better than last week, I hope. By the way, I really appreciate the Coolidge and Thorpe thing.
Oh, nothing to it.
I'll get it. Hello? Yes, he is. Just a sec. Jim, it's for you.
Oh, big shot, aren't you? Getting calls everywhere?
It's amazing how 2 people in the same family can be so different. And you're good looking.
Oh.
Hello. Yeah. Oh, fine. Okay.
Gotta go home and take out the garbage, huh?
That was Buchanan. Apparently, your boy Hayward isn't the ideal employee. The store manager just called him.
So what else is new? I'll toss you.
Loser goes to see the store manager. Winner takes Jackie home.
Oh, no, I just came here for a lousy beer.
Stop crying. Call it.
Tails.
You win. You take Jackie home.
Swell.
Can I get you another beer?
No, thank you. I've got to hit the road.
Remember that raise I asked you about? Forget it. I feel like I'm not pulling my own weight. Maybe I can't cut it.
If you're going to start doing hearts and flowers, let me get a band.
Well, it seems like every 20 minutes you got to come in and bail me out.
Ken, you're doing fine.
I'm not so sure.
Don't look to bat 1,000. You're new at this game. Just making the starting lineup, that's a hell of an achievement.
Every once in a while, it's nice to put the ball in the bucket.
You will. Listen, we talk about our frustrations in dealing with these kids. How about their frustrations? At least we can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Now, one day, one of these hard-nosed backbreakers is going to pay you a visit. And he'll be a doctor, a lawyer, engineer, or whatever. And you're going to walk on air. Jackie!
My show isn't over.
Come on.
Well, how'd Jackie behave?
Oh, you was fine.
Huh?
Rufus, on the other hand.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
How's corporate America?
You eat it. What the hell's that big yellow mess parked in front of the house?
Watts Tours. It's a new side business I'm opening.
You know, I'm really looking forward to today's game.
Goody.
Where's Jackie?
Jim Willis took him home. You didn't see him?
No. But I brought him a present.
Again?
Yeah, well, this one's sensational. It's a motorcycle that he pushes with his feet. Any word on his mother?
Oh, she came home today. Looks like ulcers.
Why, how about that? Ulcers today, home tomorrow. The AMA gone crazy? That woman should be under constant hospital care.
You don't want Jackie to go home.
No.
What you doing here?
Shopping.
You spying on me.
No, I'm shopping.
Oh, they don't have mayonnaise in your part of town.
I'm a customer in the store. Don't bug me.
I thought I told you to put the canned goods on the bottom and the produce on the top.
That's what I'm doing. Look in the bag.
I don't have to look in the bag. I can see what you're doing from across the store.
Sure, didn't I?
I'm sick and tired of you going out kids coming in here, taking the money, not working for it.
You know what you can do with this tie, man?
Come here.
You get off of me.
Get out of my way! Get out!
Take it easy. Take it easy. All right? You deserved it. As you can see, the cans are on the bottom and the produce is on top.
Get out of here before I call the cops.
Sure. You got bad hands and your legs are going.
She's a waste of my time.
Crazy. You don't understand women. She's hot.
I don't understand women. You must be crazy.
Hey, Bobby, face it, my man. You just don't understand a thing.
Man,
Get that right, Reese. Take it out.
Oh, no, man. Y'all being too hard on Thorpe now. I mean, the boy's got psychological problems. He views anything above 5'7" with fear.
You need this woman.
hey, man, she's all over me. I can't take it no more.
Hey, man, the woman is crazy about you. You think she let you copy on her paper for nothing?
Are you accusing me of cheating?
Oh, come on now, Thorpe. You're talking to us. We all know you can copy a phone book from 3 blocks away.
Maybe 2.
All right, knock it off.
Say, what you doing?
I couldn't have my dinner because I had to go and save your butt before you got thrown in jail. Now I got to find you another job you can blow.
Yo, just don't worry about me. From now on, I'll find my own jobs.
That'll be the day.
May I have your order, please?
Down, you animals! I'll have a double jumbo jack, large order of fries, and 12 sodas.
Double jumbo jack, a large order of fries, and 12 sodas.
That's right.
What, are you going through the desert? All right, you guys, let's go through all your mother's names again so everybody knows who everybody is. Coolidge.
Elizabeth.
Hayward.
Berta.
Thorpe.
Wanda.
Goldstein.
Ida.
Settle down. We're up by 3. I don't want anybody getting sloppy.
Shoot, we could go out there and dance. Wouldn't make a difference.
In that case, when the ref blows a whistle, you want to go out and take a bow? This game is not over till the final buzzer sounds.
Hey, you gotta learn to relax, Coach.
You got a stitch?
I can go, Coach.
Jackson in for Goldstein. I want a full court press.
That's what their coach is telling them to do.
I want to beat him to the punch. I want a lot of hustle, pressure on the ball. Coolidge, you protect that hoop. I don't want anybody getting any layups. All right, come on, let's go. Come on, get out there.
Yo!
Let's go. Jackson, you've been watching number 12. You're on him.
Right, he only goes to his right.
Force him to his left and get that pill.
Okay. Hey!
Get out there.
But I'm proud of you just the same. It's over. Now we really go to work. I'm going to be leaning on you guys, and I'll be behind you every step of the way.
All right.
Yeah. Like a white shadow.
Hey, have you got a minute?
Yeah.
These gentlemen would like to see you.
Nice game.
Thanks. What can I do for you?
After he gets dressed, could you please send Coolidge out? Seems he borrowed a '62 Chevy without the owner's permission.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Right, I'll get right to the point. We think you have what it takes to make a great color commentator.
You gonna tell me a big boy like you's camera shy?
Listen, Gomez, I'm sorry I'm late. I can't talk to you now.
All right, son. Let's go.
If I don't get some answers and get them fast, somebody's going through that wall. What about Gomez?
You were his one lousy phone call and you hung up on it.
Just pretend the cameras aren't there. It's just going to be business as usual, okay?
Come on, you're out of your mind. Why don't you ask him?
Don't be late.
I never missed a bed check in my life.
All right. That's it. Now use your shoulder. Plant your right foot and pivot. All right. Again.
Again, man? How many times are we gonna do this?
Stop. Don't worry about it. This week I'm running a special on dribbling.
Yeah, well, I can dribble, man. I just got my own style.
Thorpe, right now you can't even dribble down your chin. Come on, let's go. Take it out. Side to side. Don't back inside. That's it. All right.
Man, get your hands
Straight back. Side to side. Come on. Use it. Come on. All right.
Can I see a moment?
What about?
I'm not going to have a conversation across a basketball court. Alone?
Oh, gee, thanks. I owe you one.
What's he thanking me for?
He thinks I've been working him too hard.
Well, I see we're making some progress. For the first time in 6 months, Morris Thorpe is right about something. I thought you and I had an agreement that basketball practice would be held to a minimum during midterms.
Yeah, but he's been having trouble dribbling to his left. He needs to practice.
If that's all the trouble Morris Thorpe is going to have in life, we'll all be lucky. But right now, he's having problems making a 7th grade reading level. He's failing geometry, and he doesn't know a preposition from a proposition. I think that's a little more important than his having trouble going to his left.
You know your problem? You know a lot about education, almost nothing about life. Thorpe wouldn't be home studying if he wasn't here. He'd be down at the candy store or something, looking for 10 different ways to get into trouble.
I didn't come down here to argue with you.
Oh, you could have fooled me.
There's a Sally Adams in my office. She wants to see you.
The sportscaster?
One and the same. Sally Adams, Ken Reeves. He's all yours.
How do you do?
Hello?
I don't know if you remember, but we met once when you were with Chicago. I was doing halftime interviews.
Who could forget? I was supposed to stand by in case Tiny Archibald couldn't make the interview.
Right, you do remember.
It was the closest I ever came to being on television without a basketball in my hands.
Would you believe better late than never?
You've got to be kidding.
No, that's why I'm here. We're doing a show on former athletes, or what are they doing now, sort of thing, and I'd like to do a segment on you.
Why me? I never made All-Pro.
I ran into Artist Gilmore in a plane. I mentioned the show to him, and he told me about you.
Good old artist.
Sybil already has clearance from the school board to bring the cameras onto the school so I can get some footage on you. A day in the life of sort of thing, at practice, in the locker room, on the sidelines during the game.
What's Artist up to?
He's got a contract to do some commercials for an electric basketball game, and he said something about a movie. Anyway, I want to do an on-camera interview with you and the players, your co-workers, your friends, and the only one left to say yes is you.
Pass.
Why not?
I don't like fish bowls. I never did.
You gonna tell me a big boy like you's camera shy? The network was going to make a contribution to the school.
New game uniforms for my team?
Sure.
Okay.
Good. Are you free for dinner? I'd like to get a jump on the film crew.
Sure.
How about Chasen's?
Hey, you gotta wear a tie.
Okay, where would you like?
Any place I don't have to wear a tie. That serves great rigatoni with marinara sauce.
You got it.
Good.
Why don't you walk me to my car, and we'll pick a place.
Yeah, 8 o'clock will be fine. Give me a chance to go home and shower.
Shall I pick you up?
No, I'll meet you there. It'll make it easier for both of us.
There's my car.
Oh. A Lotus?
I'm not crazy about the color, but it was either this or wait 6 months. Don't be late.
I never missed a bed check in my life.
Then you turn pro?
Now in 16th in the draft. I was in the starting lineup for about 10 years. Had a couple of pretty good seasons, then the knee went.
So what made you decide to coach basketball at a ghetto school?
I was out of a job, and they offered me one.
Come on.
Well, it's really as simple as that. It was a job and a basketball job. There wasn't anything better.
I don't believe that. I'll bet you had a lot of offers.
Actually, I didn't.
Well, didn't you consider something else?
Like what? Selling real estate or insurance? Opening supermarkets? That's not for me.
What is for you?
I'm happy coaching.
Funny, you don't look it.
No, I'll take care of it.
No, you won't. I'm going to put that on my expense account.
All business, huh?
No, not all the time.
Good, then I'm picking up the check.
Do you know how expensive it is in here?
So what? I can afford it.
Oh, sure. $253 a week.
How do you know how much I make?
Well, I'm not sure. Perhaps it was on one of those fact sheets the researchers put together.
You call that research? I call that prying.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it would upset you. I certainly didn't mean to...
I'm not upset. And I'll take care of the check.
Okay.
Do they take credit cards here?
I don't think so.
I'm a little short.
Okay, Maury and camera 1 will take the sidelines. We got camera 2 up in the bleachers covering the court and camera 3 in the locker room.
Oh, good. You got all the coverage you need?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Oh, be sure and get me some good footage on Ken Reeves.
Okay, we'll do.
I'll be up in the bleachers with his sister and brother-in-law. See what I can dig up.
See you later.
Bye.
I know there's going to be a lot of hoopla out there, so don't let it affect your game. Just pretend the cameras aren't there. That goes for you too, Jackson.
Especially you.
All right, it's just going to be business as usual, okay? Now, there are going to be cameras in here now, as well as at halftime, so let's all be on our best behavior. Win or lose, let's show a little sportsmanship, all right? Oh, and one other thing. Anybody tries to steal any camera equipment, I'll personally break their heads. Now, remember, we're a team. Off the court as well as on it, so let's behave like a team. Goldstein, you...
And listen, man, this could be my big chance, man. Some pro scouts may see me or something. So don't go hogging the ball like you always do.
Me?
Hogging the ball? What are you talking about, man? I ain't the one hogging the ball. You the one that's always hogging the ball. What are you talking about, man? What you talking about? Hey. Oh! I can't believe that, man.
The grass is greener. It's just a misdemeanor. A temporary layoff. You know you got to pay off. Carver, fight.
Settle down. Stay on your man here. Hayward! Score! They're in a zone. It's a 3-2 zone. Spread out. Wait a minute, what the hell kind of call is that? You can't make that call, you're out of position. Yeah, well, ask him. What's he out there for? Ask him. I said ask him. Oh, what's that? Don't get another. What the hell is that supposed to mean in technical? Wait a minute, Dick, why didn't you ask him just once? Well, ask him for crying out loud. You're blind as a bat. Oh, come on, you're out of your mind. Why don't you ask him? What do you mean it's such a technical? Where do you get off calling that? I won't forget this. Hey, you guys, what do you think made the coach blow up like that?
I don't know, maybe ask Sally Adams for a little one-on-one after the game and fouled out.
Yeah? You think he's trying to make it with her?
Well, what do you think? The coach doesn't dabble around a little bit every now and then?
Not with no Sally Adams, you don't.
What makes you so sure?
You serious, man? That kid's a high roller. Be hanging out with people like Joe Namath, and I think I saw a picture in the paper with some sorry Hollywood producer. Yeah. The guy who made Return of the Slime. Yeah, that's the cat, man. She always got a picture with some celebrity or something, you know, like if she can't play on the first string, she don't play.
Yeah, well, I bet you the coach could score points with her.
Whoa. No way.
No way, huh? How much money you got?
What, on me right now? Maybe we should take a pool.
Hey, man, I'll take a piece of that.
All right.
You know, I think the woman got designs on our coach. I seen the look in her eye. A look I am more than familiar with, having been there many times myself. Yeah, come to think of it, I remember the way that orangutan was looking at you the last time we went to the zoo. An orangutan? Who you calling an orangutan? You calling Gloria Simpson an orangutan, man? No, I'm sorry. She's not an orangutan. She's more like a baby gorilla. Hey, look, what are you talking about, Thorpe? I ain't seen you out with the centerfold of the month lately, you know. That's because I am the centerfold of the month. So funny. Hey, man, I'm just trying to picture the coach doing his thing.
Hey, I bet he don't even take off his basketball shoes. You know, he be in there. Just warm up too.
Yeah, and then when he's through, I bet he says, okay, 20 laps and hit the shot.
Do cover, do cover, do cover, do cover, do cover, do cover, do cover.
As I walk through this world, nothing can stop the Duke of Earl. And you are my girl, and no one can hurt you. Oh no. Come back, little Sally. Come on, baby, come back. And when I hold you, you are my Duchess, the Duchess of Earl. And we walk to my dukedom and the paradise we will share. Oh, little Sally, please, please, give up your name and back in a ring.
What got into you? I've never seen you lose your temper like that before.
I just blew up, that's all. It was good reason. It was a lousy call. Anybody could see that. Cost us the game.
Look, I know you. Something's bothering you.
Of course something's bothering me. I just got thrown out of a lousy high school basketball game in front of the whole student body, the faculty, and 3 cameras that recorded it in living color.
That's it?
This Sally Adams, I don't know.
You like her?
Yeah, I like her. She's beautiful, she's ambitious, successful, got a glamorous job.
And makes 10 times more money than you do.
You ever consider working with the terminally ill? Got a great way of cheering people up.
Well, from here it looks like your ego's only slightly bruised. Stay off it for a while. In a few days, I'm sure it'll swell back up to normal.
Look, it's not just my ego, it's the whole thing. It's more aggravation than it's worth. Got a bunch of potential John Dillingers who'd rather win fights than win basketball games. Buchanan finds fault with almost everything I do, and for what? Who needs it?
Think you made a mistake?
Maybe.
Hey, Thought, what you thinking about?
Coach.
What about him?
I don't know what to think about him. I mean, one day he's a pain, and the next day he's a saint. You know, I don't know.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like the first day he came here, man, you know, I thought he was just gonna be just another white knight coming here to save the ghetto.
I know, that's why I think I'm beginning to like him. I mean, you know, he doesn't care about whether you're black or white or whatever. I mean, he just cares about basketball.
Hey, man, you dig the way he went off on that ref?
Oh, wow, I thought he was gonna have a heart attack.
Man, I thought he was gonna kill the dude.
He might have if Coolidge didn't hold him back.
I don't know, man. There's something strange about the guy, something I can't explain. Sometimes he just, I don't know, he just really ticks me off, you know?
Yeah. Then other times you gotta think, wow, this cat is dumber than we are, man. He don't even have to be here.
Yeah, at least we got an excuse. He was born in this dump.
Yeah, well, he don't have no excuse. The last thing he needs to be doing is working at Carver High.
Still can't get over the way he went after that ref, man.
Yeah, I wonder what Willis and Buchanan will have to say about that.
Hey, I bet from now on they'll probably think he's one of us more than one of them.
Yeah, he just might be. Yeah, Mr. Ken Reeves. You know, this might be the start of a beautiful friendship.
Hi, Carol. Is he in?
He's on the phone, but I'll tell him you're here.
Don't bother. I'll just barge in as usual.
Their brains, we do not renegotiate contracts in mid-season. You tell the agents the next time they pull something like this, we'll drop him. How's your interview stuff going?
Well, we got some dailies on the Ken Reeves segment.
Dynamite stuff, I assume?
Well,
Well, what?
I'm not sure. He's a little offbeat.
What does that mean?
He's not the easiest guy in the world to interview.
Your dailies ready?
Yeah.
We better go see them. Who are these guys supposed to be? The Dirty Dozen of high school basketball?
There's some interview stuff coming out. Just some pieces. We haven't put it together yet. You said you really enjoy coaching, but don't you ever miss the pros?
Why does every interviewer always ask a former pro athlete if he misses playing?
Does coaching at Carver ever bring back memories of your own high school?
Couldn't be more different. Carver's a predominantly black ghetto school. It's overcrowded, it's understaffed, the facilities are old, the equipment's falling apart. It's more like a war zone than a school. It's probably going to stay that way unless somebody on the Board of Education does something about it.
See what I mean? What do you think your team's chances are of going to the state championship?
Zippo.
What are your immediate plans for Carver as a team?
Right now we're shooting for 100% attendance at team practice.
I was wondering, if it ever bothers you that some of your former teammates, as well as other pro athletes, have gone on to careers that are more glamorous, more rewarding, at least financially, than the path you've chosen.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Thank you. What do you think?
Where did you find this guy?
I thought you'd say that.
I gotta get this guy.
Huh?
He's good looking, he comes across great on camera, he knows basketball, and he's controversial. He says things, but he's so wholesome looking and so clean cut he can get away with it, he wouldn't offend anybody. He's the perfect color commentator.
You know, I think you're right.
Of course I'm right. We can start him off on the college regional games. You think he'd be interested?
Oh, are you kidding? You ought to see the car he drives. He'd jump at it.
Good. Coming to my party?
Would I miss one of your parties?
Well, I'll call him up and invite him.
I think I can handle that.
I thought you could.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing, except that I could tell from your interview that your interest in Reeves was something more than professional.
How could you tell that?
Because you're trying so hard to hide it.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, where are you?
At work? We're going over some of last night's footage. That was some show you put on.
Well, I don't think it's going to win me any awards.
Oh, I don't know. Listen, the reason I was calling is that if you're not doing anything tomorrow, Mel Simmons is having a brunch. I thought maybe you'd like to go.
Who's Mel Simmons?
My boss.
Business or pleasure?
Both. Pick me up at noon?
You got a deal.
Bye.
never gonna get out of here. Yeah.
Hello, Coach. It's me, Gomez.
Listen, Gomez, I'm sorry I'm late. I can't talk to you now. I'll see you Monday at practice, okay?
Coach.
All right, son. Let's go.
Sally tell you anything about why we wanted to see you?
She mentioned something about it.
All right, I'll get right to the point. We think you have what it takes to make a great color commentator. I mean, you have camera presence, you know how to handle yourself, you know basketball, and if you don't mind my saying so, you're a character. See, I think you could be another Don Meredith.
Well, I don't know if I'd like being called Dandy.
Well, that's beside the point. The point is there's a future here. What you want to do with it, that's entirely up to you. This is the kind of thing that can open a lot of doors for you, like commercials, TV, maybe even movies.
Whoa, you're going a little fast for me.
All right, let's get to the bottom line. We'd like an option on your services for 2 years. First season, you get $1,000 a week. Second season, if we pick up the option, you get $1,250.
$1,000 a week?
Yeah, plus expenses.
Oh, just like that.
I like to go with my instincts.
So do I most of the time.
Well, then we have a deal.
I like to think it over.
All right, call me tomorrow.
Now, how about next week?
What's wrong with tomorrow?
What's wrong with next week?
All right, call me next week. This guy's a nut. Just...
What was that for?
Congratulations.
For what?
For your new job.
I haven't taken a job yet.
Why not?
I want to think it over.
Think it over? Ken, are you crazy? Mel Simmons offers you a job like that and you tell him you want to think it over?
What are you getting so upset about?
You're making me look bad. Mel asked me if you were interested in the job, and I told him you'd jump at it.
Well, you shouldn't have said that.
I thought you would. I mean, most people would. Anybody would. Anybody in his right mind, that is. What is there to think over?
What I want to do with my life.
Nate Archibald feeling the pressure. This'll tie it up. New York, timeout. 56 seconds left. It'll be interesting now to see how Boston defends the inbound pass in this tie game.
Well, Chick, I know it doesn't sound like much, but 56 seconds is a lot of time. If I were Willis Reed, I'd be looking for Boston to come out in a full-court press. One way to break that is with the outlet pass to the big man, so I'm looking for McAdoo on the inbounds.
Boston in a full-court press. Richardson having trouble with the inbound pass. He gets it into Bob McAdoo. He passes underneath the Haywood. Slam dunk. That's a 2.
Man, those are great. Where'd you get them?
Got them at the pro shop. Same one Muhammad Ali's got.
Can I try them on?
Get out of here.
Why not?
Cuz I ain't gonna lace them. Besides, they wouldn't look good on you.
Why?
Cuz you're white.
Take my hat off, man. Wait. Again?
Goldstein, you part of this team or not? Thorpe. Thorpe, I'm talking to you. Your dribble's getting better. I think we'll only work for an hour after practice.
Sorry, Coach. I can't make it this afternoon.
Hey, wait a minute. Salami. What's the matter with Thorpe? What is this?
I thought we were supposed to be a team, man. Off the court as well as on it. If I remember correctly.
Okay, everybody in the locker room, now. Okay. Team meeting's now in session. What's all this about? What are you, a bunch of babies? You guys got a problem? Let's get it out in the open. Salami? Hayward? Reese? You got something to say?
Why don't you ask Gomez?
Yeah, what about Gomez? Where is he?
Seems to me it's a little late to be asking about Gomez now, don't you think?
If I don't get some answers and get them fast, somebody's going through that wall. What about Gomez?
Did Gomez give you a call Sunday?
Yeah, so?
So Gomez was in jail, man. He was in jail and he needed you. You were his one lousy phone call and you hung up on it.
Gomez was in jail?
Come on,
He got caught trying to cop a few items downtown.
You mean he was shoplifting?
Hey, look, man, we didn't come to you. You came to us. We didn't ask you to get involved with our problems, man. You did that all by yourself.
That's right, man. We didn't want your help. And we didn't ask for it. That was your game. And the one time that one of us comes to you asking for help, there wasn't nobody home.
As usual. So why don't you do us a favor, man? No more of your high and mighty speeches, all right?
And maybe you just ought to go on back to where you came from.
Are you finished?
Yeah. We're all finished.
Mrs. Gomez, I'm Ken Reeves, your son's basketball coach? At school, Carver High School. I'm your son's coach, your son, Ricardo.
Ricardo. Ricardito.
Is he here? I'd like to see him.
Ricardo, ¿dónde está? No sé dónde.
No habla español.
Me ha dejado una notita, Ricardo. No sé dónde está, señor. No sé dónde está.
Is Ricardo here?
No sé dónde está mi Ricardo.
Where is he?
No sé, señor. No sé dónde está.
Can I take this? Can I take this and then I'll bring it back? See?
Sí, sí.
Gracias. Miss Haber? I'm Ken Reeves, basketball coach.
What can I do for you?
Could you translate this for me?
Oh, sure. Oh. I'm the Spanish teacher, not the Greek teacher. I can't make heads or tails out of this.
It's from Gomez to his mother.
Oh, well, that explains the bad handwriting. Maybe you can explain why he's the only Mexican in school that's failing Spanish.
Well, it's not your fault. Last I heard, he's failing everything.
Well, let's see. It says, "Dear Mother, I not go to young house of detention." He means juvenile detention home. "I'm sorry to hurt you, but I must go where they will not find me." Absolutely no grasp of idiomatic Spanish.
That's it?
With love, Ricardo. If Ricardo has a mother, why are they going to put him in a juvenile detention home?
That's what I'm going to find out.
James, you're not doing Ricky or yourself, or anybody for that matter, any favors by keeping silent. If you know where he is, please tell us. It's for his own good.
I don't know. I don't know nothing.
That we already know. But what about Gomez's whereabouts?
All right. All right. You can go, James.
Ken!
What are you doing here?
I've been looking all over for you. Mel's getting impatient.
That's nice.
What's the matter with you? Why do you always have to be so arrogant? Mel happens to have offered you a job most people would cut their right arm off for. The least you can do is show him some respect.
Look, I'm not being disrespectful. I'm in a rush.
Well, then when are you going to call him? He won't wait forever.
When was the last time you saw Ricky Gomez?
Who? Who's Gomez? I don't know any Gomez.
Hey, Sybil, what's going on with Gomez? I just saw his mother, and she gave me this note. What's all this business about a juvenile detention home?
Ken Reeves, this is Mr. Price, Ricardo's probation officer.
How are you?
Ricardo Gomez was arrested for shoplifting. It was his third probation violation. The kid's got no father, and the court's ruled his mother's incapable of exercising control over him. He's been sentenced to 6 months in a detention home.
Gomez is no criminal. He's just a little wacko, that's all. You put him in a place like that, when he comes out, it'll be worse than when he went in.
He stole $13.47 worth of merchandise out of a thrifty store.
What'd he steal?
1 bottle of hand lotion, 2 bath towels yellow, 1 set pot holders, 1 hibachi stove.
He tried to steal a hibachi?
5 packs of chewing gum.
I know Gomez. He wouldn't steal those things just to steal them. It's just his way of getting some attention. Didn't you ever need any attention when you were a kid?
Oh, spare me.
What, do you think he suddenly got an overpowering urge for a bottle of hand lotion? Does that make any sense to you?
He violated his probation. He broke the law. Under the circumstances, the court has no choice.
What circumstances?
There's nobody to be responsible for the kid.
I'll be responsible.
What?
Who are you, his rich uncle or something?
I'm his coach.
I thought you had some kind of ambition, some drive. I thought you wanted to make something of your life. Don't you realize what an opportunity you just turned down?
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. If I make $1,000 a week, I'm a success. If I make $250, I'm not? If I do color commentary on television, I have drive and ambition, and if I coach basketball in a ghetto high school, I don't?
I didn't say that.
Well, then what are you saying? Because I think I am doing something with my life. I don't want to be a color commentator. I can do more with my life than that. I can teach these kids something. I mean, so what if I do regional college basketball games? Then what? If I'm good at it, I get a promotion to do pro games, and then what, beer commercials?
Well, is that so terrible? Let me tell you something. I have worked very hard to get where I am. Miss America finalist or no Miss America finalist. I went to the right schools. I studied hard, I work hard, and I am pretty damn successful by most people's standards. I make a very pretty penny, and I'm proud of it. Now, if you want to go off and be a white knight somewhere, terrific, go ahead. But don't start putting down things you know nothing about.
I wasn't putting it down. I just said it wasn't for me.
Well, then maybe I'm not for you either.
You know what? I think you're right.
All right, we got 28 seconds left. We're down by 1. This is our last timeout. Salami, you tired? Go in for Salami. I want to go to the double screen to Coolidge. That means you're on the low, weak side post. Right. Goldstein and Haywood, you got to set the pick. Right. You must wait for 12 seconds on the clock, Haywood, before you start the play. 12 seconds. No sooner, no later. Go, you get the ball. Control it and get it to Coolidge any way you can. If you can't get it to Coolidge, you take your best move, you take your best shot, and everybody crash the boards. You got it? All right, stay under control out there. We've worked on this all week. We can do it. Let's go, you guys. Go! 12 seconds.
Control it. Keep watching. Keep watching. All right, hang on. You got 14. No, Haywood. Start it now. Shoot, go.
Nice going, Gomez. Yeah, Gomez. Don't know what we would have done without you.
Hey, Gomez. Exactly what kind of shot was that, brother?
Shot? You call that a shot, man? It looked more like a seal playing with a beach ball.
Hey, Gomez.
Yeah, Coach.
You better keep your nose clean, Gomez. After the way you played tonight, you get thrown in the can again, I'll leave you there.
What is it most of us want from life? For some of us, it's glory. For others, it's power, money, or recognition. But what is it that makes Ken Reeves forsake the opportunities for glory and money offered most professional athletes? To coach basketball at an almost forgotten high school in a Los Angeles ghetto? I don't know if we found the answer, but one thing I do know. There are 12 young high school athletes who are glad he does. From everyone here, good luck, Kenny Reeves. This is Sally Adams. Good night.
Whoever gets this kid wins a city championship.
Kenny, you can't recruit for high school.
Hey, we didn't have no bet.
Man, be cool, man. Be cool. You got your memory back.
You're the new manager?
Yeah, why don't you give me a towel, man? I'm getting a little wet.
We'll need his records.
Armed robbery, burglary, and assault.
How's a kid like you get in the hole with a bookmaker for $900?
Little Moses' body was found in an alley early this morning.
Hey, wait a minute, man. I didn't do it. Come on, man. Tell him I didn't kill nobody.
Anyway, your sisters told me a lot about you. And I don't ordinarily go out on blind dates at all myself, but your sister can be very convincing.
You can say that again.
You know, I don't always look like this. I mean, I know I look pretty bad today.
Oh, no, you look great. You really look great.
I look a lot better with makeup on.
Well, don't worry about it. I don't like too much makeup. Looks artificial.
You know, I used to play basketball when I was in high school. I guess that's one of the reasons why Katie thought we'd hit it off. The thing is, I didn't think I'd like you so much.
Well, I like you too.
You know, I look a lot better than this.
Oh, listen, you don't have to apologize or anything. I think you look very healthy. Great.
Then why aren't you looking at me?
I was looking at this kid over here, one with the ball. You, mind if I go over and watch him?
No. No, go on.
Thanks.
It's the game, baby. All right, big fella, wanna go again?
Shoot, man, you got to be jiving.
Say, man, ain't you forgetting something?
What?
To pay.
Hey, we didn't have no bet.
Say, man,
Be cool, man. Be cool.
you got your memory back.
Yeah, got it back.
Anybody else? Give it a ball in 2 buckets. 3 buckets, how's about that?
I'll shoot some hoops with you. Why not?
I ain't gambling, man, I'm working.
So work on me.
I'm only a semi-pro, man. You're a professional.
Me?
Kenny Reeves played with Chicago, Denver, Milwaukee. NBA 8 years, lifetime average and outstanding 6 points per game.
You, forgot Detroit.
And you forgot San Francisco. Rick Barry lived off you, man. You know, I often wonder where broken down ball players ended up.
You know, this one ended up at Carver High. Coaching.
Never heard of it.
Coaching? No, I know you didn't. Your kind of game is run and gun, jiving and jamming. Playground.
It works.
Where do you go to school?
I don't.
Oh, you're not going to school? Well, don't you think you ought to?
What for, man? To get a job with the sanitation department?
They make more money than teachers.
Say, man, look here. I make more money out here.
Yeah, for how long? Till you get mugged here some night or you bust your knee on the cement?
Hey, look here, man. I understand that today is Sunday, but I don't want to hear no preaching, okay?
Yeah. You're a wise guy. Got all the answers in the back of the book.
Hey, I know one thing, Mr. Coach. I'm gonna be starting in the NBA by the time I'm 18.
Yeah, sure. And I'm Napoleon.
Say, Coach, my name is Bobby Mangum. You remember.
You remember. Whoever gets this kid wins the city championship.
Kenny, you can't recruit for high school.
Well, he's got to go to school someplace. Why not here?
He doesn't live in our district.
Bus him.
The computer doesn't show any Bobby Mangum registered at all.
Come on, he's got to be. Wait, if he's not registered, he's got all of his eligibility left.
The only reason you're taking an interest in this kid's education is because of a game played with a bouncing ball.
That is an out-and-out truth. I am talking about an exceptionally gifted athlete. Some have it with books, some have it with music, painting. This kid could burn the Lakers at half court, and he's hustling in the park for nickels and dimes. Basketball is his escape ticket out of here. It can give him an education, a career, a future. So if that's the reason I want him here, it's the best one there is.
So where does this All-American live?
I don't know.
Oh, great. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Look, Sybil, give me a break. I'm going to have enough trouble convincing him.
All right. We'll need his records. We can't do anything without those.
Well, get them.
First, you better get him.
Don't you ever miss?
Once, during a hurricane in Oakland.
Oakland, is that where you're from?
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
How long you been in L.A.?
Say, old folks, you ask a lot of questions.
Well, I'd like you to come to our school. Get registered. I'd like to coach you.
Not interested.
How far you think that jump shot's gonna take you?
To the top, all the way to the top. See?
Yeah, I see. I see a playground hero, a hot shot with a neighborhood rep, and no education. What a waste.
Say, man, who are you coming down here telling me what I am and what I'm gonna be?
Because I've seen it all happen before. I know guys who never made it out of ghetto ball. I'm talking about top ball players. Guys better than Scott or Archibald, even better than Jabbar. You ever hear of the helicopter?
No, man.
Oh, Too Tall Willie Hall, Drew for Two, Peter Gunn, Downtown Brown, the one-armed man. You ever see their faces on bubblegum cards? They all thought they'd be starting in the NBA by the time they were 18. Then it was by the time they were 21, then 25.
Say, man, I ain't them. I'm better.
Okay, hotshot. Why don't we see how good you really are? How about you and me one-on-one? 10-point game.
Can your heart take it?
I'm holding $37. Can your heart take that?
Easy, old folks.
All right, you win, it's yours. I win, you meet me 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, Carver High Principal's office. A bet?
It's a bet.
I have your word.
I said it's a bet.
Take it out.
That's one.
That's not a charge or anything.
Say, man, that's a foul.
No foul. Where's the instant replay?
That's 6'5", hot shot. Come on, man. Man.
That's 9-8.
Game.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Say, man, how you know I'm gonna show?
It's real simple. You want to play pro ball? You got to play college ball. And if you're going to play college ball, you got to go to high school.
Look, I've got a lot of things to do.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, you tried, Ken.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
I really thought he'd show.
Oh, you'll learn their little cons in time. You'll catch on.
Yeah, I really thought he would. I'm sorry I took up your time.
Bobby Magum's outside.
Bobby, come on in. For crying out loud.
Some business.
Oh, terrific. It's Mr. Willis, the school principal, Bobby Magum.
Hello.
Miss Buchanan, the vice principal.
Bobby?
Sit down. Coach Reeves tells us you would like to attend school here.
That's right.
What grade were you last in?
A junior.
How old are you, Bobby?
17.
Do you have a birth certificate?
Oh.
Well, we'll need a birth certificate.
Oh, what for? Doesn't he look like he was born?
There are certain requirements.
Are you registered in the district?
I ain't old enough to vote.
For school, you have to be registered.
Well, so we'll register him.
We can't if he's from another district.
Who says?
Where are you living now, Bobby?
With my aunt.
Where's that?
It's in Compton.
That's not in our district.
Okay, neither am I.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. How about that science kid, the one with all the brains? He's not in our district.
We'll need his records.
Armed robbery, burglary, and assault.
Young man, you better change your attitude.
What's going on here? What, are we trying to make this kid's life impossible?
Hey, that's okay. Forget it, lady. Thanks for the game, Coach.
Wait, sit down and be quiet.
Man.
Bobby, there are certain rules and regulations in a learning institute that you must abide by.
Jim, the kid needs your help. You can enroll him, shuffle some papers around. It's done all the time. What's a big deal?
It's not that easy.
Well, nothing's this hard.
What school did you attend?
He asked you a question.
South Bay.
And where's that?
It's in Oakland.
Oakland, there. Now you know where he's from. He's from Oakland. Come on, let's go. I'm taking him down to the guidance counselor. Call Oakland, tell him to send you everything they've got. Birth date, subjects, grades, field goal percentage, foul shots made. Oh.
Something we can do for you?
I think he must be looking for the men's room.
He's the new manager? That must be who he is.
Yeah, why don't you give me a towel, man? I'm getting a little wet.
Gather round. Sorry I'm late.
Who was she, Coach?
All right. Have you done your warm-up drills and the layups?
Yeah, I did them twice.
Okay, two guys are going to be playing on that team. Bobby Mangum. I want to go into a full-court scrimmage right now. Blue team is Reese, Coolidge, Gomez, Thorpe, and Mangum. In the red shirts, I want Hayward, Salami, Jackson, Goldstein, and Baker. Blue ball out. Let's go.
Y'all don't have a chance.
Really?
What's happening, boy? Let's go. Come on, man. We're open under that.
Come on, help out underneath.
Come on, man.
Oh, he's open down here.
Play.
Hey, Coach. I think Hayward's dead. Yeah, anybody get the number of the truck that hit him?
Come on. All right. Hayward. Come on, Hayward. You all right?
Damn.
All right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Get him in a shower. Run some cold water on that, all right?
Wait.
Where you going?
I quit.
What do you mean you quit?
Hey, man, just what I said.
He's right. He doesn't belong in the same court with you.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean, huh?
Look, never mind. Forget it. You wouldn't understand. I want to work on a boxing one. Let's go.
I know. I realize that, but it's really imperative that I see him at
Wanted to see
some
me?
point. He's having the same problem at lunchtime in the cafeteria. Well, I'd appreciate that. Please call me at the beginning of next week and we'll set up an appointment, all right? Good. All right, thank you. Bye-bye. Bobby Mangum's file arrived from Oakland.
How's his record?
Bookmaking, numbers, loan sharking.
Well, at least it shows an aptitude for math.
His clientele was a student body.
Impressive. Very impressive.
He was suspended twice.
Yeah, but he always goes back to school. This time he didn't. Why's that?
I don't know. I just don't want him at Carver. We have enough problems here already.
Why not? There's always room for one more.
I don't recall your appointment as registrar.
What are we here for? Just to educate the smart ones? So he made a couple of mistakes. No one ever gave you a break?
Oh, come on. Who are you kidding? You're interested in basketball, remember? Not education.
He's not even on the team. He walked off. Forget basketball. Look, he'll never be president. He'll never donate a wing to the library, but he knows he needs school. You turn him away now, you're putting him out in the streets with a gun in his hand. It's just a matter of time.
One chance. That's all he gets. One. He messes up and he is gone.
Hey, come on.
Hey, man, I don't feel like running.
Your run is not gonna hurt you.
Oh, man, come on.
Talk to me a little, will you? For crying out loud, I haven't seen you in a while. How the classes?
You're all right.
How the chicks?
Better than the class.
I saw your schedule. You're taking trigonometry, huh?
Yeah.
When I was your age, I couldn't even add things up. Sometimes I still can't. How come you ran over Hayward yesterday?
Say, man, I had the lane, man. It was his foul.
Yeah, I know that. Well, you could have gotten around him, you know.
I wanted to make sure I made the shot.
Well, you did. Some of the guys came up to me this morning. They're sorry about what happened. They feel terrible.
Yeah, sure.
Well, they'd like to play with you.
Hey, man, I don't blame them.
Look, Bobby, basketball's a team game. 5 guys out there working together as a unit for a common goal. When Coolidge jumped on you, that was beautiful. He was fighting for what was his. His friend, his team. I mean, you can't go through life taking on everybody you meet one-on-one.
Say, man, you can if you're good enough.
You're wrong, Bobby. We all need someone on our side.
Man, I gotta go to class.
Well, think about what I said.
Yeah.
Practice is at 3.
See you, old folks.
Sorry about what happened, man.
That's all right, big fella.
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's happening?
Firemen were finally able to make their way into a cannery in East Los Angeles today. Last night's blaze sounding 3 alarms and causing approximately
Hello.
$8,000 worth of damage.
Hi,
The
Katie.
facility, which operates during the day, was empty when flames
I
erupted
did not.
in the basement of the building.
I did not ignore her. No, I didn't leave her alone in the blanket. I went over to watch a kid playing ball, who I might add may give me a shot at the city championship in my first year as coach. Wait, hold on a second. There's somebody at the door.
It took a tow truck nearly 30 minutes to make its way through the backed-up traffic, but still the vehicles could not be separated without
Yes?
doing greater damage.
Hi.
The fire department was notified.
Hi.
An emergency crews arrived within
It's me,
Who?
Helen.
Helen who?
Helen, your blind date, remember?
I know you said you look better with makeup, but this is a miracle.
Can I come in?
Oh, yeah, sure. Have a seat. I'll be with you in a minute. Hello, Katie. You are a wonderful sister. I'll call you tomorrow.
So when Katie suggested the blind date, I said yes. And then I started to regret it later, so I thought I'd make myself as unattractive as I possibly could in case you turned out to be a monster or something.
So you mean everything you told me was a lie?
No. Everything I told you was the truth. I did play basketball when I was in high school.
What do you do now?
Model.
Well, if you'd looked like this on Sunday, I probably never would have taken my eyes off you, and then I wouldn't have seen the kid in the park, which means I never would have had a shot at the city championship, and I would have missed a very valuable lesson.
And what's that?
Never make fast assumptions.
Good.
Can I ask you something personal?
Sure.
I mean, this seems to have turned into a rather surprisingly romantic evening.
It has, hasn't it?
And now that I've learned a lesson, I wouldn't want to just now assume anything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try to phrase this very delicately. Do you, would you rather wash or dry?
Set up.
fella?
No, that's okay. We're just looking.
What are you doing?
We're scouts.
Yeah, sure, Boy Scouts. Come on, you want something?
It's private.
Nothing's private in this gym. You got something to say? Say it to me.
We want to see Bobby Magnum.
What do you want to see him about?
Like we said, it's private. It's a business matter.
Yeah, well, he can't see you now. He's busy. So why don't you guys go back where you came from?
I think he'll see us.
Any problem, Coach?
Anything we can do?
Now, start your layup drill. Our visitors were just leaving.
Little Moses sends his regards. You can't stay in the gym the rest of your life.
Hey, get out of here.
Yeah, well, I'm only trying to help you.
I told you it was a mistake. They must have thought I was somebody else, man. I don't know.
You don't know those gorillas?
Coach, I ain't never seen them before in my life. Honest.
Little Moses? That mean anything to you?
Moses. No.
Come on, they knew your name.
I'm not jiving you, man. They must have thought I was somebody else.
Okay. You don't want to tell me? There's nothing I can do to help you. But don't come running to me when they put you in cement sneakers.
Oh, yeah, you can make some good coin hustling basketball if you're good enough.
Oh, yeah? But what if you lose?
Hey, man, that's one of your problems, man. You ain't got a winning attitude.
A winning attitude? Man, if I'm out there trying to hustle up some money, it ain't gonna be my attitude that I'm worried about.
Yeah, besides, it ain't Hayward's attitude that's the problem. It's his breath.
Ghosting. Shut up.
Boy, it's crazy.
Say, Mag. Okay, man, why don't we see if we can go out right now and hustle up something?
No, man, not today. You know, I'm gonna lay low for a while and just kind of kick back.
Lay low and kick back, huh? Yeah.
You in some kind of trouble, man? Like with the police or something?
No, man, nothing like that. You kidding? No.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. We could use some excitement around here.
Oh. You hear that, bro? Not exciting enough around here for you, huh, Goldstein?
Oh, yeah, we ought to whip some excitement into you.
I was just kidding, guys.
Just kidding, huh?
I was kidding. You was kidding. I was talking for you.
You're excited now?
Get out of here. Go on. Go a minute. Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, all right, guys. All right. Hilarious. Real funny. Ow. Ow. Oh. Ow. All right, let me out of here, guys. All right, guys. Real funny. I know you're there. Uh-huh. Hey, Coach. All right, I'll call him Coach. Coach! Coach!
Yeah.
Mr. Reeves?
Yeah.
This is Pete, custodian at the school.
Yeah?
I got one of your boys there.
Was he robbing the place?
You better come down, Mr. Reeves.
Yeah, and that's when I found him sleeping there on the couch.
I like school, man. I didn't want to be late.
Never mind the wisecracks.
He made dinner in the cafeteria.
All the comforts of home, huh?
I cooked chalk.
Hey, anybody else know about this? Miss Buchanan, Mr. Willis?
No, you're the only one. I was gonna call the cops, but he talked me out of it. Said he didn't break in, he got locked in. Made it sound like it was my fault or something.
All right, thanks a lot. Come on. Oh, you won't say anything about this, will you?
Nah.
What were you doing sleeping in the nurse's office?
I had to sleep someplace.
Now, you want to tell me what you're running from?
I ain't running from nobody, man.
Oh, tough guy. Okay, have it your way.
I owe some money.
To who?
Book.
A book? How much?
$880.
$880? How's a kid like you get in the hole with a bookmaker for $900?
I was a runner. The Raiders were 3-point favorites, man. They should have been 10.
Oh, you thought it'd be a killing and you pocketed the money. You pay him back, will he leave you alone?
How am I gonna do that? You got me going to school instead of working.
Well, you're gonna have to pay it back.
How, man? I mean, what you want me to do, open up a lemonade stand?
This little Moses, he's the man?
He's the man. So, where are we going?
I'm gonna have to hide you someplace.
You must have been something else in your day.
Never mind a commercial.
All right. So, man, you want to play some cards?
No, I'm going to sleep.
What if I get hungry?
Dial 9 for room service. You're under arrest.
Kenny, have a seat. Something to eat?
No, thanks.
You look terrific.
Yeah?
You ought to make a comeback. The Lakers could use you.
Yeah.
So how's the coaching coming along?
Great.
Central's a 14-point favorite over you tonight.
You're kidding. There's a line on high school basketball?
Always so serious. Can't you tell when I'm joking?
Would you? Not always. Listen, I need a favor from you.
You get yourself in too deep? I thought you were a smart guy. College man, big deal.
Not me. There's a kid playing for me. He was a runner for a book. He pocketed some of the action. He needed money for his family.
It's a bad thing to do, Ken.
Yeah, I know.
Something like that. It's taking bread off of my table.
Now the two gorillas looking to break his legs.
How much did he take?
About $900.
Here. You understand, money's not the issue here, Ken. It's the principle.
I know. So does he.
Okay, Kenny, for you, it's taken care of. We'll make a couple of calls, take the heat off the kid, as long as he pays back the money.
Yeah, that's what I told him, but he hasn't got it.
He doesn't have to have it all at once. He can make installments, a little bit at a time. He's got to make the effort. Look, nobody wants blood. You give me your word he'll pay and the heat's off.
He'll pay.
Hey, old folks, how much you give me for this?
I already got more TV sets than I can handle. Got a lot of people selling these days. Not too many buying. You got a bill of sale on this?
No.
Where'd you get it?
Where you think I got it. It's a gift. Present. A couple years ago.
I see. Well, let me take it in the back, check it out, make sure it works, then I'll come back with a price. All right?
Yeah.
The serial number is SKJ 36602.
Magnum Robert E.
Yeah, so?
Let's go.
Where are we going?
There's some nice men who want to talk to you.
You know what you are? You're a bum. I put you on a team, I give you a place to stay, I stick my neck out for you, I bust my tail to give you a break. And what thanks do I get? You steal this right out of my apartment.
Yeah, I ain't stole nothing. Look here, man. I bought it for some dude, you understand? All you got me on is possession of stolen merchandise.
All right, now you get this and get it straight. From here on in, you're on your own. I wanted to help you try to make something of yourself, but you blew it.
Hey, man, I don't need your help.
You can identify this as the article stolen from your apartment?
Yeah, this is it.
Okay, we'll need a receipt and a bill of sale if you got them. In the meantime, we gotta hold this. The desk clerk will give you a voucher.
I probably should have let Little Moses Goons break your legs. It's the only kind of thing you understand.
You familiar with somebody called Little Moses?
Well, all I know is he's a bookmaker from Oakland.
What's Little Moses got to do with this?
This punk used to work for me. Ran off with about $900 of Moses money. Two of his goons were looking for him with baseball bats.
That's very interesting. Little Moses' body was found in an alley early this morning. Somebody did a very bad thing to him. They stuck a knife in his back.
Hey, wait a minute, man. I didn't do it.
Sure. Just like you didn't steal this, huh?
Okay, man. I stole this, but I didn't kill nobody. Come on, man. Tell him I didn't kill nobody.
When did this happen?
Coroner says he was dead a few hours when they found him. He figures time of death was around 5 a.m.
See, man, I was with you. Come on, man. Tell him I was with you, man. Man, please.
Yeah, he was with me. The custodian found him sleeping at the school. He called me. I went down to pick him up.
What time was that?
A little after 4 in the morning.
Okay. Need a statement from you and the custodian. Meantime, we gotta keep him.
Yeah, look, you know, this looks in pretty good shape. I mean, it's not broken, and I did get it back. You guys did a great job recovering it. Really great. So, thanks a lot.
Anytime.
Come on, kid.
Yes, what?
Mr. Reeves is here to see you.
All right, send him in.
Since when does your secretary run interference for you?
Since I can't get 10 uninterrupted minutes to finish these reports for the school board.
Want me to sing the blues?
You?
Sorry.
Look, Ken, I've got a lot to do, so if you don't mind.
All right, I'll make it short and sweet. It's about Bobby Magnum.
Oh, yes. Heard about your little incident.
What, are you tapping my phone?
Did you really call the police on him?
Sure. I figured it was the quickest way to find him. He had some pretty ugly boys looking for him, you know.
All because of something as stupid as betting on a football game. I swear I'll never understand the thrill of all that. You might as well just take your money and throw it away off the Santa Monica Pier.
You mean to tell me you've never bet on anything in your life?
Of course not. It's a silly waste. Why risk the money?
It's not just the money, it's the risk.
Do you ever bet on basketball?
Sure.
How do you do?
Usually pretty crummy. See, my problem is I bet more with my heart than with my head.
Oh, no, wait a second. Aren't you the guy that's always saying, trust me, got a feeling?
That's a different kind of thing. That's life stuff. See, when you bet on something you can't physically control, you got to be cool and objective in determining your bet. That's 99% of the game.
What about the other 1%?
That's why I lose.
You know what I think?
Not often enough.
I think you're in an arrested stage of adolescent development. You have an oral fixation, and you could probably turn into a serious manic depressive. Now, all this probably stems from your mother's lack of affection towards you as a child.
No mothers.
Okay. Now, about Bobby Mangum.
Yeah.
May I assume that he is not in jail at this moment? May I also assume he's back here in school?
He said something about going back up north.
To school?
I guess.
What do you mean you guess? Because of you, I bent over backwards to get him into Carver.
Relax. I think he's going to be fine and in school.
Oh, I must be getting soft or something. I don't know. You keep coming to me with these half-baked schemes about this student, that basketball player, and I keep letting you talk me into a corner.
Let me ask you something. Who was Carver High's last basketball coach?
Reeves.
Funny.
George Farrington. No, he was track. Baker, James Baker.
Football.
Oh, let's see.
I rest my case.
Okay, I'll admit that you've come here, you've brightened things up a little bit, but you know, the accompanying headaches aren't exactly a plus.
But think of all the fun you have.
Well, I'm not going to be around to have any fun if I don't get these reports finished by tomorrow morning.
Sure you don't want to chit-chat just a little longer?
Please, Ken, I'm really not in the mood.
Come on.
Please.
Okay, I can take a hint.
Thank you. I'll be up all night as it is.
That's why you're getting the big money.
Sure you don't want to stay? We could use you.
I'm going back to school, man. In Oakland. That's my home.
Well, we'll send them your records. If you need any help getting registered, let us know.
Thanks for all you did.
Didn't do anything. I just told them the truth.
No, man, but you see, I mean, if I'd been in that situation, man, you had every right after what I did.
It's not important what you did. It's what you're gonna do.
I made myself a promise, man. When I got out of that police station, from then on, things were gonna be different.
I certainly hope so.
You can bet on it. I mean, count on it. Hey.
Tell me something. What's an uptown dude like you passing time down here for?
Collins left Palisades High for fighting. Allegedly, he's a homosexual.
I'll be honest with you again. I'm thinking of dropping him from the team.
But he hasn't done anything. I'm ashamed of you. Where have you been for the past 5 years?
Nobody down here owns a lot of stuff. If you score down here, the reason's simple. It's because you're the strongest.
Get him, Larry! Whoa, hold it. Your time, buddy.
An outrage. It's not fair.
You ain't gotta tell me, man. I was hoping he wouldn't show up. Now we can't sleep.
It's no justice.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you guys are complaining about. With Miss Kaplan out, I'll never be able to finish off my eggplant parmesan.
What are you three clowns whispering about?
Nothing.
You know me well enough by now to know I'm not happy. Now, what are you talking about?
You want the truth?
No, I want fairy tales. Out with it.
We get enough of you in the gym. We come in fourth period. We expect a little rest.
That makes two of us. I don't know what Miss Kaplan's taught you, but I'm sure that somewhere along the line in life, things like souffles will be very valuable. But I'm going to give you a course in survival cooking. By that I mean frying bacon, scrambling eggs, how to take care of yourself in the kitchen, all right? I'll also give you the key to making a very good steak, and I might add, there's nothing to a baked potato.
Excuse me, Mr. Reeves.
Yeah?
Eggplant parmesan and souffles may be unimportant to you, but there's not a single girl in this room who doesn't know how to make the things you've talked about. You see, what we were really hoping for was a recipe you could share with us that we might not be able to get from Miss Kaplan.
What's your name?
Belinda Gardner.
Don't start with me.
This is Raymond Collins, a new transfer student.
Have a seat. I'll get even.
Be a good sport.
It's hard when the other team plays dirty.
Thank you.
Where you coming from?
Other side of the tracks.
Well, I guess either your daddy's gone bankrupt or else you killed a man.
You can swap homicide stories later. Collins, what are you taking home ec for? Obviously, you're too new in this school to know that it's a gut course.
I like to bake, and I have a lot of eclectic interests.
What does eclectic mean?
I think it's something religious.
It means varied.
I know what it means. I wanted to see if my ball players knew.
Ball players? I thought you were the home ec teacher.
Do I look like the home ec teacher?
The apron fits.
I'm the basketball coach. I was an All-American in college. I started with the Chicago Bulls. The apron does not fit.
I played basketball in the high school I came from.
Really? Inside or outside?
Forward.
Maybe you could drop by the gym on your way home.
Okay.
I knew we had a shortage of teachers, but this is ridiculous.
Yeah, I'll say.
So this is college, right?
Right.
Tell me something. What's an uptown dude like you passing time down here for?
Oh, you mean doing time?
Huh?
I was dealing little drugs on the side.
Say what?
Well, because of my parents' connections, I got sent here instead of reform school.
You'd have done better to go to reform school.
Right.
I say, Collins, just how uptown are you?
Very.
Dieting?
Listen, when two angel-faced 10th graders tell you that but they've got $5 riding on what you weigh. And the closest guess is 8 pounds over. You better start eating like a bird.
The trick is exercise, Sybil, not starvation. Here.
Oh, no, no, no. Thank you.
Come on down to the gym. You work it off in 20 minutes.
You mean one-on-one with Coolidge? Oh, no.
Remember what they say, your body is your temple. Say, you got any idea when Miss Kaplan's coming back to school? I mean, it's one thing to pinch hit. It's quite another to be the designated hitter.
I don't know. It's day to day. Why? Finding the classroom a little tougher than the old court?
No, not when I know what I'm talking about. But I gotta tell you, I'm a little out of my depth. I got 95 pounds of unbridled contempt staring at me in the face.
Ah, Belinda.
Yeah, sure, Belinda Gardner.
Well, I suppose she'll learn to conceal her feelings when she grows up. I have.
Think there's any chance of me getting a peek at Collins' transcript?
What for?
I want to make sure I have time to birthday shop for him. What do you mean, what for? Kid's coming to basketball practice today.
Oh, I'll prepare it for you.
What's to prepare?
A few things.
It's a transcript. What things?
Look, I keep clear of the locker room without your say, so you keep clear of the file cabinets without mine.
Okay.
Understood?
All right. Yeah, agreed.
Okay, then.
Touchy.
All right, knock it off, you guys. Hey, you know this Richmond ain't so soft.
Been known to happen before. Hey, Collins, you told me you played team ball before. Where was that?
Palisades High.
Greenback's high, huh?
Doesn't matter where you learn to do it, long as you learn to do it right.
Hey, Coach, I think I know that girl you got to talk to.
Whatever happened to the straight question, straight answer way of talking?
Well, you see, Coach, it's like this.
Jackson, spare me. I haven't got the time. I want to go to a full court scrimmage right now. White team is Thorpe, Hayward, Salami, Coolidge, and Reese. In red, it's Goldstein, Gomez, Collins, Jackson, and Baker. Let's go.
That's cool. I got go.
Set it up clean. Go. Talk on defense. Come on, Baker. Up on the post here. Help out. Up on the post. Look to the middle. Try this. Waste it. Come on, guys. Wait, the guard. Got a man out there. For so long.
Hey, I know I look black, but hey, this is straight. I'm also blue.
I heard that.
Damn. Black stations are getting whiter and whiter all the time. Hey, Colin, you gotta watch the hands, man. If that had been a ref in there today, you'd have got 20 fouls. And most of them unforced. Oh, come on. Hey, are you sure that you played organized ball? More like organized rugby? I guess I was a little overanxious. Yeah. We'll take a sedative before practice tomorrow.
Shower broke, my man.
As I live and breathe.
You ever driven on the Hollywood freeway at 5?
You promised.
No, I agreed.
Don't you believe in following rules?
Come on, you're being bureaucratic for no reason.
I told you I would prepare it first.
It's real X-rated stuff. I read about the kid's B- average and his history teacher's evaluation. You know, maybe a guard dog would help. Because frankly, you got the paranoia of a White House staffer.
Did you read this?
No.
Well, I suppose maybe you should. Since he is on the basketball team.
Capsulize, please. The traffic's waiting.
Collins left Palisades High for fighting.
That rule applied here, you wouldn't have a student body.
Yeah. Well, he's been fighting because of certain jokes that became too much.
What kind of jokes?
Fag jokes. Allegedly, he's a homosexual.
Allegedly? Is he or isn't he?
I don't know.
Hey, Goldstein. She's a real turn-on, isn't she?
Right. Say, Collins, listen, did you know that Thorpe's parents are leaving their Los Angeles ghetto next week to visit their friends in the San Francisco ghetto? 5 days, 5 nights. Why don't you shoot on over there and talk to her, man, and you can make some room reservations.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What do you got to lose? Go ahead.
Morning, Coach.
Morning. Up.
Hey, listen, Coach, you can scratch Thorpe for 5 days.
What?
He's got his arm in a sling.
What'd he do, trip over a burglar alarm?
Something about torn ligaments in the shoulder. Happened yesterday during the collision with Collins.
Terrific. You don't beat Crenshaw with power, you beat him with speed. How do we work on a fast break without Thorpe?
Well, he feels real bad about it, Coach.
All right, I don't want to hear about him so much as pitching pennies with that arm.
No. He means Collins feels bad.
All right, everybody grab a seat. Let's get this show on the road. Where were we? Oh, yeah. Lighting charcoal. Hey, Collins, you a special case or something? Tell her whatever it is you don't really mean later. Anyway, sit down. Although I know you're all familiar by now with my crusade against dribbling, it happens to be a necessary evil of the game. There comes a time in every good little ball player's life when he's got to bring the ball up the floor alone against a pressing defense. That can happen against Crenshaw.
Yeah, and odds are that Superman will not be there to bail you out.
Anyway, I want to get to it right now so we can be spared all the excuses later. We're going to go one-on-one, full court. Same pairings as yesterday. Reese, you're going to have to double up with Goldstein and Gogo. All right?
Hey, Coach, listen, I can bring it up with my elbow.
Thorpe, how about losing yourself in a mouse hole or something, all right?
You're just lucky I got my arm in a sling.
All right, let's go. Haywood and Jackson, you're up. Let's go.
Hey, come.
Ready? Yeah. Go. All right, odds are that's a steal right there. They get an easy 2. Jackson, you're going to hide the ball with your body, so he's got to foul you to get it. All right, here, it's a short tie-up. He's going to get the ball. It's going to be a steal. Come on, Jackson, what are you doing? Thinking. Give me the ball. Give me the ball. Do your thinking on the sideline. Salami, Collins, you're in.
What's wrong with him?
Who you asking?
Stay low, Salami. Stay low. Stay low, Salami. Come on, stay low.
Collins, Salami.
Check the sideline. Look out. All right. All right, switch places. Go. Keep it clean, Hobbs. Get up. Well, knock off the hand check. I stop it right there. What's with the hands?
I was just checking.
No, you were fouling him. This is a hand check. This is a blatant foul.
I was trying to keep up with him.
Looked more like you were trying to dance with him.
Did the other players say anything to you?
They knew I was off the deep end, but they didn't know why.
Well, what'd you say to them?
I told them I'd been sitting on a nail all day. I called off practice early.
What exactly was this kid doing? I mean, was he...
Nothing. He was hand checking. He was doing what any kid who's still growing up and is still clumsy would do. He planted his hand on Salami's hip. I'll tell you, this whole thing has got me scared to death. This kid Collins slaps Coolidge on the backside, I wince. He mixes it up tight under the boards, and I wince. If he talks to a girl, I think he's faking it.
The other players, they know nothing?
Thanks to the Great White Hope. I'll be honest with you again. I'm thinking of dropping him from the team.
Oh, for God's sake, Ken.
Well, I'm just thinking about it, that's all.
But he hasn't done anything.
That's why I think I should drop him before he tries to.
I'm ashamed of you.
You're ashamed of me?
Where have you been for the past 5 years? You know, you sound like an Anita Bryant scare brochure.
What's that supposed to mean?
We don't even know if the kid's a homosexual in the first place, and even if he is, he hasn't done anything. You know, you're dealing with a 16-year-old kid, not a convicted sex offender.
I tell you, this whole thing's making me crazy.
Are you threatened by him?
Of course not. What kind of a thing is that to say? What is that?
I think you ought to step back and get your perspective.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more.
Ken, don't cut him from the team. It's not fair.
Round ball.
Yeah, they shoot pretty good.
This is boring. Let's get out of here.
Well, have you ever played with these guys before, Collins?
Yeah.
Come on, let's go.
Lock up, Jackson.
Uh-huh. Excuse the interruption. We're from the Carver Academy of Basketball and Other Fine Arts. We've been traveling throughout this fair community, teaching the sport to those less fortunate than ourselves. We were observing your play from our company car, and we thought that you might benefit from one of our clinics.
Oh, yeah. Well, we run some clinics ourselves every Tuesday and Thursday. So far, we won 7 out of 8. You can read all about it every Wednesday and Friday in the sports section of your local paper.
That must mean you're pretty good.
Adequate.
Oh, well, though we are a non-profit organization, we do occasionally perform for, say, small fee, going to our scholarship fund.
How much?
Well, there's 4 of you, 4 of us. Each loser pays 10.
You must have one hell of a left hand.
Oh, no, not me. Him.
Well, Colin! I heard you joined the commune, man.
Transferred downtown, that's all.
Uh-huh. How you making out down there?
All right.
That's nice.
These boys have consented to wager a few of their hard-earned dollars in a game of round ball.
Hey, so let's do it. We ain't getting paid by the hour.
Yeah, 11 buckets, win by 2.
You take Loverboy.
Hey, man,
let's do it. Come on.
Come on, man. Put yourself down. Let's go. Come on, dude. Come on, man. Let's get it together.
Come here. Who's playing this?
Come on, Collins. Get on it.
Ready? Do it.
Hey, CJ, come on, man. Do something with it, will you, man? Pick up on me.
All right.
Where the keys to the car, man?
Come on, let's get a check, man.
Woo! Hey, Collins, come on, man. What you doing? Play ball, man. He's wide open.
Play John.
Get off my back, man. Way to be my main. Way to be, CJ.
You got it.
Man.
Stay with him. Stay with him now.
Sit. Come on. Go. CJ, you in the lane. Come on, hey. No, come on, man. Play some D. He's taking it up. Hey, come on, Collins, man. Play some defense. What's wrong? Hey, Salami, pick him up, man. Help the boy out. You see he can't play, man.
You can pay me now or you can pay me later.
Yeah, I got more than an arm in this sling for you, chump.
Come on.
Hey, Salami, give me the keys to your car, man. I'ma split if y'all don't play, man.
Whoa,
hey, out.
You. Uh-oh.
All right. Put it up. Yeah. My main man, way to be. Take it to him. All right.
Inside. Shake your face. Go. Good.
Good, Collins. All right, my man. Come on, let's go. Right, my man, Collins. It ain't over until it's over.
Play like that with a ref around, you won't be playing for very long.
Pass the letters, please.
You know, of course, Collins always did like that physical game. Haven't you dudes found that Collins likes a physical kind of game?
Hey, you want to keep the $10? Go ahead. I don't need it.
Scholarship fund.
Nope. Just has not been the same around here since you've been gone.
Hey, leave it alone.
Listen, call for an appointment if you'd like another clinic.
You seem to be doing all right for yourself, though, lover boy. 4 new boyfriends since you and Harold broke up.
Hey, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say to him?
No way, it's too early.
For what?
Anything other than coffee and a sports page.
We had, I assumed, an understanding that what is discussed in my office remains in my office. That you do not broadcast our conversations to your basketball team.
Whatever you're leading up to, I'm telling you right now, you're wrong.
Apparently, that implicit understanding should have been explicitly written out for you in easy-to-read letters.
You know, I still think the Bulls are going to steal a spot in the playoffs.
Who did you talk to about Raymond Collins' homosexuality?
Only Walter Cronkite.
You're not so funny.
Will you come on, Sybil?
Before this morning, only one other person besides Jim Willis and me knew anything at all about Raymond Collins.
Ta-da!
Now the entire school is talking.
What? How?
I think I'm looking at the leading possibility.
Forget it. Unless I was whispering in my sleep when some of Carver's finest were robbing my place.
What about your mad gang of dribblers? What'd you say to them?
They don't know the time of day.
Well, they do now.
Hey! Hayward! I'd know that run anywhere.
Oh, I wasn't talking on nothing, man.
I'll show you one.
Looks kind of bad for my image to be seen standing around here talking to you. I mean, the gym is
Will
one
you
thing.
cut the
right?
speech? I got some important stuff to talk to you about. What's the story with Collins?
Grapevine has it that he'd be a little more comfortable in the ladies' dressing room than in ours.
You talked with him about it?
What we're gonna talk about? Pantyhose.
When you turn off, you really turn off.
Well,
Well, you mention it to the other guys? Coolidge, Thorpe, Gomez?
talked about it a little, man. I mean, they're concerned about it. I mean, it's bad for the team image, for the morale, you know? I mean, it's like crossing your legs on the bench. You just don't do that. Then there's, you know, the obvious thing. I mean, the dressing room is small enough already. You're trying to change clothes inside your own locker, man. I mean,
All right,
I don't
all
know.
right,
It's-
all right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know.
Look, nobody down here owns a lot of stuff. Except cockroaches and a reputation. If you score down here, the reason's simple. It's because you're the strongest. I mean, if you get to fight when you're 6 or 7 years old, ain't nobody gonna try to stop it. They might bet on you or bet against you. See who's gonna win, who's gonna come out on top, who's gonna get a reputation. That's the way it is. Down here, gay dudes at the bottom of the totem pole.
Yeah, okay, but...
There's no buts, man. That's just the way it is.
All right, that may be the bottom line. Let me tell you something. I don't want to hear any Collins jokes. No put-downs, no put-ons. I don't want to hear anything like that coming out of the team. Is that clear?
That ain't really up to me, man. Can I go?
Yeah, you can go.
Crenshaw tomorrow, huh?
That's right.
Toughest game of the season so far, isn't it? Blending all right?
Tighter than
Spare me the metaphor. Just thought I'd ask. There's not a lot happening in the upper echelon this afternoon. So I thought I could relax courtside for a while.
Help yourself. All right, everybody over here. All right, now we got Crenshaw tomorrow night and no Thorpe. They tell me he's actually got a small muscle tear, so the rest of you just gonna have to suck it in and make up the difference.
Well, what we lose in talent, we gain in inches. And nice things.
And sympathy.
All right, now look, the last couple of weeks we've been kind of sloppy on the rebounding, so I want to work on that now. I want to go 3-on-3, half court. The offense can freelance, do whatever you want, take a good shot. Defense, when the ball goes up, I want you to get on your man and hold him away from the boards. If you box out right on defense, there should be no offensive rebounds. That's just what we want. We don't want them getting 2 and 3 shots at the bucket every time up the court, all right? On one team, we got Salami, Coolidge, and Jackson. The other team, it's Collins, Goldstein, and Haywood. Let's go.
All right.
Get up there. All right, that's it. Come on, all right. Do it, Mikey. Take it, Salami. Take it, Salami. Nowhere. Good block. Stop. It's our ball. We need it.
Catch you later.
Get up the shot. Come on, shot.
Get him, Salami. Get him off of me.
Hey, whoa, hold it. You got a problem, Salami?
Take it. Just keep your hands off.
You take an early shower, Salami.
Time, buddy. Yeah, wouldn't you just love that?
Move it, move it! The court's this way, Collins. All right, all you guys over here. All right, sit on it, all of them. Now look, nobody knows less about homosexuality than I do, with the possible exception of all of you guys. What I do know, I've read, either in a magazine or on a bathroom wall, neither of which held my attention for very long. Not understanding it on any level never bothered me too much because, frankly, I never counted on running into it on any level. I never counted on having to deal with it. But just let me tell you a few things. Homosexuality, I mean, certain people. What I'm trying to say is that there are a lot of successful people, very talented people. Actors, writers, painters, politicians.
Hey, come on. Who gives 2 cents about them? That's not the real world. Those guys ain't the real world. They're different anyways.
Would you mind translating that for me, Gomez?
Come on, man. You don't need no translation. The handwriting's on the wall. We ain't for Collins, and Collins ain't for us.
Oh, I see. Did any of you men of compassion, you sufferers of downtrodden minorities, ever think to take the time to ask Collins himself?
There ain't nothing to talk about.
No?
No.
That's what I love about you guys. Guilt by accusation. Never give a guy a break. Never take the time to find out the truth.
You got it wrong, Coach. We got it right from the horse's mouth when we played half court last Saturday.
Yeah, Coach. He's got a girlfriend. Her name is Harold.
Anybody spoken to Harold? No. Nobody spoke to Harold. Boy, I love it. You're all for equality and fair play.
as long as it applies to you. But if it has to do with the other guy, to hell with it.
Hey, look here, Coach. We ain't the UN, you know.
I know that as sure as I'm standing here. But the bottom line is, nobody spoke to Harold. Nobody spoke to Collins. You guys just took it on yourselves to blow the guy away. I'm disgusted with you. Yeah?
Ken Reeves? Right. Joe Kelly from Palisades. How are you?
Hey, I really appreciate you coming down. I mean, here I am asking you for a favor. I should have made the drive, so thanks. Have a seat.
Ah, my pleasure. I always wanted to see the ground floor of a basketball dynasty firsthand.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have to wait a couple of seasons for that.
That's not what I hear. Not what I read in the paper either. I understand you got a center named Coolidge that every college in the country is going to bid for.
Well, he does show some promise.
And what about your guard, Thorpe?
Well, potentially, he's as fine a defensive player as Meminger. And with time, he can generate an offense.
So you could say things are working out here.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. Raymond Collins transferred in. I thought maybe you could fill in the blanks.
Did a lot of fighting.
That I know about from the transcript. Why?
Well, there was a lot of talk, you know, finger pointing that maybe he wasn't such a regular guy.
Well, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Anything happen? Any kind of involvement?
All I heard were rumors.
Were they confirmed?
Not that I know of. Look, you know the locker room. The stories run from Raquel Welch to Tiny Tim to the girl in the red turtleneck sweater. You know.
But that's all hearsay and innuendo. That's not enough.
It was for the old man. He got wind of those rumors. He pulled the kid out of Pally faster than you can spit.
Yeah, but why down here? The kid's way out of his district.
All right, first of all, the father has school board connections, a real heavyweight. He pulled some strings to get him in here, I guess, because he figured Carver was rough enough to make a man out of him.
Oh, terrific. You can't lick the thing internally. Maybe a rough cover coat will do the job. You know what burns me about this the most?
What?
It all smacks of McCarthyism. Guilt by accusation and innuendo.
All right, let me tell you something. If it were all lies, the kid would still be in Pally instead of here.
Yeah, maybe. You ever talk to the kid, ask him the truth?
Well, to be honest with you, I didn't think it was any of my business.
Come on, I'll show you the rest of the dynasty.
Terrific.
Look, the reason I had you come down here is because it's long overdue. We had a little talk.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to worry about me anymore. Because I quit.
You quit what?
The team. Does that make you feel better?
Of course. You just solved all my problems.
Lucky you.
Uh-huh. So what's next? You're gonna quit Carver?
It's a good possibility.
Hmm? Then where you going?
Out. For good.
How old are you, 16? 16's tough. You're too young, you're too old. You think you're homosexual?
I don't know.
You must have given it a lot of thought.
If you mean, have I been with another guy? No.
Thought ever appealed to you?
I don't know. I haven't really thought about it.
You've been carrying quite a large weight around.
I guess.
Look, I'm not trying to make any moral judgments for you or anybody else about what is right or what is wrong. But what really burns me up is that you're running away from something. Instead of standing your ground and being whoever or whatever you want to be.
Okay. There's this guy, Harold, a friend of mine, about my age. Was part of a group I hung out with. He was really a funny guy. used to do impressions. Bogart and Edward G. Robinson. He could do everyday people, too. And everybody liked him. Girls, everybody. He was the kind of guy that could be friendly with everyone, and at the same time seem especially close pals with you. Well, I've never been that kind of guy. I mean, the kind that can call 1,000,000 people and you know, talk things over. I've always relied on one friend, one best friend. And I wanted to be best friends with Harold, because I hung around him a lot. But he kept being just as friendly with everyone else. And that bothered me. It hurt me. So I told him so. And the word got around.
And then it started?
Yeah. They say that if you're jealous of another guy's time, that you're not right, that you're sick. And all the wisecracks.
And the fighting, and the running.
Yeah, I'm not having what you'd call a banner year.
I thought they paid guidance counselors for this sort of thing.
They don't like making house calls.
Neither do I. In the middle of a workday. Well, what's the matter?
Well, it seems Raymond's problem has found its way cross town to Carver.
Meaning?
Meaning the jokes and the fighting and the embarrassment have started again.
For God's sake. You'd think he'd keep that mouth stamped shut.
Well, I don't think how it started again is the point. It was bound to. It's finding out what the best way is to deal with the situation that's important, don't you think?
And you don't think transferring him into your school is the way?
Frankly, I think it stinks.
Leave us alone.
Excuse me.
Look, Jim Coach, I don't care that much what you think stinks and what doesn't. When I start hearing fag rumors about my boy inside this community, then I take him out of here and put him into another one that's not so comfortable, where they don't coddle the students.
What if it's all rumor? Hearsay, lies?
Suppose it's not. Where there's smoke, there's fire. And no son of mine is going to get involved in any whatever you want to call it, not while I'm still alive.
What happens when this new school hears all the rumors? You ship them out to a third?
And then a fourth.
You're wrong.
I'll be the judge of that.
You're talking about your son's rights.
Go back to your gymnasium, please.
I caught the dig before. Right now, your boy's scared. He hasn't done anything, but if you keep confirming to him and everyone else that he has by moving them all around, then what have you gained? Look, whether he's 16 or 60, it doesn't matter. People run when they're scared, and when they're scared, they do things without thinking, which is exactly what you're doing right now and what he may very possibly do later.
Oh, you don't look so good.
I don't feel so good.
Well, talk to the nurse. High school teaching can't age a man before his time.
I've done enough talking for today.
With whom?
Collins, Collins' coach, Collins' father.
And?
0 for 3.
What did you hope to gain?
I don't know. I hope to gain some facts, some understanding. Something other than telling Collins' father that it stinks sending him here to school.
And now?
Now I need your help. I want you to send him back to Pally High.
How can I do that? He's got to want to go back himself.
Yeah, but running away from problems never solves them.
You and I have faced quite a few since you came here. And this one is right up there in first place.
Isn't that the truth? Anyway, nothing's keeping him here. The word's out. The static's all over the school. He's gonna run away again, all right. But this time he won't be enrolling someplace else.
Did he tell you that?
Well, right now he's a very mixed-up kid with all kinds of emotions he has to sort out. But let's face it, whether or not he has homosexual tendencies doesn't really matter. What does matter is that right now he's letting innuendo bounce him all over the place like a shuttlecock in a badminton game.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's funny. It's usually my job to coax them to stay, not to go.
So just reverse all your arguments.
Okay. Where is he?
The gym.
Right.
Forget it, Miss Buchanan. I've already made up my mind.
That what? You're leaving?
That's right.
I think that's a good idea. You should go back to Pally High.
You're crazy. It's worse there than it is here.
Which is why you have to go back.
No way.
Then where will you go?
Mexico, maybe?
You can't do that, Raymond.
I'm 16, and I have my own bank account.
What about your mother and father?
It would sit fine with them.
They're being pretty hard on you, aren't
They act as if I have leprosy.
they? Now you listen to me. It's not you. It's the situation. They love you. And so they're afraid for you. I think you're probably a little frightened about this whole thing, too. I would be. You know, you're a very strong young man. Has anyone ever told you that before? You are. Too strong to run away.
I don't think so.
In 1952, my family lived in Oregon. My older brother, Andrew, was one of only 11 black children in the entire Rover County school system. He and another boy named Michael Dodd were the only blacks in a grade school of over 300. They felt out of place and very self-conscious and spent most of the time with their heads down. One afternoon, they each found a drawing in their desks. Very vicious and cruel drawings. And later that day, my brother came home crying. And he swore to our mother and me that he would never go back. Now, I remember my mother quieted him first, and then she told him that she'd found that the world was broken up into 4 different types of people. 25% that like you for the right reasons. 25% that like you for the wrong reasons. 25% that don't like you for the wrong reasons. And 25% that don't like you for the right reasons. And she said that it was only the last group of people that anyone should be concerned about. Do you understand that? It's gonna be okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you.